the situation in Manipur. The Manipur government issued shoot-at-sight orders last night. In extreme cases, this is the violence in the state spread to its capital, Imphal, and security has been strengthened with the deployment of 55 army columns. Around 500 personnel of the Rapid Action Force, a riot control police, have been flown into Imphal, and they will join the army, Assam Rifles, and the Central Reserve Police Force and the state police, who've been struggling to contain the violence that started on Wednesday with protests by tribal groups against a High Court order on scheduled tribes. Now, Union Home Minister Amit Shah will not be going to Manipur as was being speculated earlier, though he did hold 2 online meetings and spoke with the chief ministers of Manipur and its neighboring states. Curfew has been imposed in 8 districts. Mobile internet services have been suspended across the state. Let's go across to Neeta now for more on the situation. And Neeta, the centre keeping a close eye. Former CRPF head Kuldeep Singh has been made the security advisor for Manipur.
Absolutely. It's like all hands on deck, Gargi. The Union Home Minister, as you were mentioning, held 2 video conferences yesterday, not only with the Chief Minister of Manipur, he also held a video conference with the Chief Minister of Mizoram and also the Chief Minister of Assam. So all hands on deck. There was these reports that the Home Secretary would be visiting Jammu and Kashmir today to review the G20 security review, but he is also not going. He is also staying put in Delhi. So obviously there is going to be a 360-degree effort to normalize the situation in Manipur. However, yesterday a request was made by the Union Home Ministry to the Indian Air Force that they need to fly certain sections, certain companies from not only from Delhi but also Jharkhand, Jodhpur also and Mumbai also to Manipur, because as of now, 6 RAF, that is the Rapid Action Force, has already been airlifted to Imphal. RAF is the Riot Control Unit of CRPF. Today we are being told 12 companies would be sent more to Imphal because the situation needs a continuous monitoring. As per our sources, next 24 hours are going to be very crucial for the state as far as the ground situation is concerned. The reports which were reaching yesterday to North Block were not very comforting. The report suggested that the local police was not reaching wherever they were being sent SOS of. They were not reaching on time, and that is when the centre decided to take matter in their own hands. In fact, the Kuldeep Singh, 1986 batch IPS officer, who was the former DG of CRPF, he has been reported to become the security advisor of the state. So he would be taking all action there, and he would be assisted by ADGP Intelligence Ashutosh. So there's a new set of hierarchy which has been created in Manipur police so that the situation can be brought under control, because the local police is the one which was not acting on time. So now the CAPF and army is going to take control, has already taken in control. Now the reports also suggest that the army says that they have evacuated about 9,000 people to this safer location. The fight between Maitis and non-Maitis has been going on for quite some time, but it escalated, as you were mentioning, on Wednesday. Gargi?
All right, and the kind of violence that, Neeta, we've been seeing, burning houses, reports of people fleeing, there's no official word on, the number of dead, though we do know that many people have been injured.
Absolutely. See, as of now, the focus of all the security forces, whether it's Army, Assam Rifles or the paramilitary forces, the focus is to rescue people. So the count is exactly right now not going on. Even if the count is going on, that has not been put out by the government, because they obviously don't want to create another kind of a tension in that area that these many people have been missing. However, the count is going on, but the official figure would be put out either by the state government or the Union Home Ministry later in the day. But today also it would be all hands on deck, and maximum number of booths are going to be put on ground. Last night it was relatively calm in certain sections which had seen a lot of violence a day before, but now next 24 hours is also going to be very crucial for the state of Manipur. That is what we're being told by our sources. Gargi?
All right, Anita, thanks so much for joining us with all those details. And let's just take a look at what was tweeted by the army regarding Manipur. Induction commenced on night of 4th May. And additional columns commenced domination with effect from the wee hours of the 5th. Domination and evacuation of civilians of all communities from affected areas continued through the night. So through the night, they have been evacuating people, flag march as well, taking place in sensitive areas. The situation has been brought under control through coordinated actions by all stakeholders. The IAF undertook continuous sorties from 2 airfields in Assam. And so the army there sharing information about the situation on the ground. And earlier we spoke to NDTV's Ratnadeep for more on the situation there in Manipur.
At this moment, the curfew in Manipur, 8 districts to be precise, out of 16, continues. In fact, what army sources are telling us, they have been able to bring the situation under control, and there is a sense of normalcy returning in areas like Kangpokpi and Moreh, which were, which have seen a lot of trouble in the past 24 hours. But the army at this moment is concentrating on Churachandpur, which has been the epicenter of this violence, and the state capital Imphal. We are not hearing any fresh violence in the morning as of now, but army columns throughout the night, they have they patrolled, flag marches have taken place. Riot control police has been airlifted yesterday. Several sorties have been made, and in fact, today, more central personnel and army personnel are being airlifted. In fact, army is airlifting its personnel from Guwahati and Tejpur. Indian Air Force transport aircrafts have joined this operation. In fact, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh had several rounds of video conferencing, teleconferencing throughout the night. That's what we are picking up from Chief Minister's office. A new security advisor has been appointed. Former CRPF DG Kuldeep Singh has taken charge. Additional Director General of Police Ashutosh Sinha has been made the overall in charge of the operations that are taking place to restore normalcy. And now the central forces have taken charge. So the state police is only helping the central forces. The central forces and in areas which are most vulnerable, in Army and Assam Rifles are leading this operation. Shoot at sight orders are in place. State government has confirmed about loss of life, although they have not given out numbers as yet. Several people are injured, admitted in hospitals, including an MLA, we are told. So the situation at this moment remains tense. In fact, close to 10,000 people have been shifted to safer places, particularly relief camps. They have lost their properties, their homes. They have fled in fear of retaliation. There have been attacks and counterattacks, particularly yesterday and day before night. Army spokesperson we did speak to, and they're saying that the priority at this moment is to control and bring stability. So in the areas where situation is under control, now the focus is to bring stability, and there is still a lot of palpable tension, and the situation remains tense. Even as center has stepped in now, and it's central forces who have taken charge of the entire operation.
All right. So as 10,000 people have been displaced, many of them are in camps now. Here's a ground report.
Manipur is under a lot of tension, with angry protesters coming out on the street and burning tires and even burning vehicles and homes in protest against the ethnic violence that is going on in the state. Solidarity march by the tribals, which was against protesting against the Meite's demand for inclusion under scheduled tribe. So large number of turnout, and even violence occurred during the protest, because there were counter blockades happening at the same time when this tribal solidarity march was happening. And probably we are hearing reports of number of fatal casualties, deaths and injuries.
इसी माफिक से हम लोग बहुत डर गया था ना उसी टाइम से हम लोग भागते चला गया, पता नहीं क्या क्या हो रहा है। जो घर में आग लगाता है, दुकान तोड़ता है, लूटता है, पैसा सोना सब कुछ लूट के उन लोग लेके गया है सर।
So at the district boundary between Churachandpur and Bishnupur, between the Meitei and tribal, some argument happens, and at the time we closed our shop and then everything, and we are going out. What was the going on? But unexpectedly, it leads to violence. So it is happening suddenly. So we lock our doors, everything, and we run away.